this is Melanie. Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie. I hope everybody's doing good today. Today, getting off to a crazy start because this is take 2. Luckily, this is not a tutorial video because my cat got up here and was all over the place, and she hit the camera and I didn't know it, and it was all cockeyed. So here I am redoing this video because I wanted it to look better. All right, what am I doing today? I am showing you Maggie's new 2025 album. Now, I did do the 2023 and 2024 on camera as far as showing it, and I will link those videos below. Let me tell you what I did, and then I will show you. I used Lisa Wise Designs Best Year Ever Mini Album Cutting Guide. I'm going to link this cutting guide below because I love this cutting guide. I've had this cutting guide for 5 or 6 years, maybe longer. And it's so detailed, it's so good, and it's so worth the $7, $8 that it costs to get the cutting guide. She sells this cutting guide on Etsy, and along with the cutting guide on her YouTube channel, she has all the videos that go along with the cutting guide. Now, the videos are free. You can go watch the videos now. However, she doesn't give your measurements on that. You have to get the cutting guide to follow the video exactly. I highly recommend it. This is a great, diverse cutting guide. You can use this for a yearly album like I've done for my daughter for 3 years. You could use this for a baby album. You could use this for school, K through 12th grade. There is so much you can do with this book and with this cutting guide, and I love it. And it's big. It's a big cutting guide, but it's simple. It's easy. There's things in here that makes it a little bit fancier that you don't have to do. It just, you can adapt it to what you want to do. This is she is excellent. She is a true paper engineer. She doesn't do a lot right now. I miss her. I miss Lisa. She's such a fabulous person. I've had the joy of meeting her a couple of times and having class with her and her mother. They're precious, precious people. But you could always go support her by going to get this cutting guide off Etsy. Okay, so that is what I used. Just a quick look-see. This was the first one that I used. This kit was a kit that I bought from her when she introduced this album. She did have a full-on kit, and it came with absolutely everything to do other than your glue, your adhesive. Everything else you had. And I did use that for this one. I love this. Maggie loved it. To me, this is very young. It's colorful. It's fun. But you're going to see a transition through the years as far as paper and the feel and the aesthetic of the book. All right, so this is the first one. The second one, the aesthetic is completely different. Look at this. Do you see that? How pretty. This is more very girly, very feminine. I can't say that word, sorry. That I feel a little bit more adult teenagerish, on the end of the adult or the teenage years, I would say. And look at this. Look how beautiful. I love this. I'm going to show you what she does. She does her photo, and then on the back she documents everything. Her TV shows, her movies, her books, what music, what song she's listening to that month. How incredible would it be to have this type of album? Like, I'm going to be 52 this week. I cannot believe that. But wow, what an incredible experience and just something to have. I would love to have had this. I would love to have had this. And as long as Maggie is here, she will have one of these. And I'm sure each year will grow differently, and there might be a year that it actually moves from this style book. Right now I don't see it because I love it and it works. All right, so what did I use for this year's album? Well, totally different feel. Graphic 45, Life is Abundant, and calendar 12 by 12 calendar collection pack. Life is Abundant is the name of it. I hit such a great deal with this. If I can find this, I will link it. But back at Christmas, Country Creations had a lot of sale bundles. And this was a huge bundle, and I got it very cheap. And I think I got 2 of them, to be honest. And I have a complete collection plus left. So I have enough to do a complete another album plus other things. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do another album and actually put it with my albums I'm putting on my Etsy store, in my Etsy store. But yeah, this is what I used. And guys, this was very different for me. I love paper, but Graphic 45 is definitely a busier type of paper. And I think you have to change the way you think about design a little bit. For me, I had to. I had to really think about how to bring this together that was pleasing to the eye or to my eye, because I want everything to have a flow to it. And the more I make these, the more, I guess I'm harder on myself. I need to learn to just, it's handmade, just go with the flow. But I did want it to go easily. I wanted the flow to move. I wanted the colors to move. I wanted all of it to, look aesthetic, pleasingly aesthetic to the eyes. Okay. A couple of things I'm going to go over that I would do differently with this album, okay? But we'll get there. Now, one thing I did differently with this album, I did not use cardstock to do the binding and the construction of the album. I used this stuff that I don't know the name of, but I will link it. It's kind of like a fabric paper. I know May sells this now. Mine I had got from a scrapbook store in Fort Myers, Florida. They actually special order it for you. And I got several colors. And I'm still working on that. Like this comes in a huge roll. I mean, it's long. Probably 24 inches. I don't know. It's big. So you have to cut it down. You have to measure it and cut it down. So the reason I used that was because this album moves a lot. This is an album she's using all year. So she is flipping, she is designing, she is putting things in it. And I hate when cracks happen. I found really good cardstock that I think I have eliminated that problem. But I wanted to use that product with this album. Okay? And look how beautiful. There is absolutely no cracking. You will not have any cracking with this. Now, the one thing I would do differently is the cardstock that I used. I used my cardstock that I love from Joann's. And the color of this cardstock is, let's see here, butter mint. And love this cardstock. However, this cardstock is thick. It's 100 pounds. It's thick. It's very thick. This cardstock is great to make albums with. There's no cracking with this cardstock. I love it. However, I did my signatures with it. So I did all the 12 signatures with this cardstock and all the flips and flaps with this cardstock. It's thick. This album is thick and there's nothing in it. I want to show you really quick. This is last year's album and this one's done. This one's full. Right? Look at that. This is this year's album with nothing in it. And you can see it. Like, I think the camera will pick it up. Do you see right here how thin that is? Do you see all that? Look at this one. Do you see all the thickness there? Super thick. I would do that differently. I would go back to my 60 or 80 pound cardstock on the construction of the pages. The flips and the flaps. I would definitely use the different cardstock with this because it is really thick. It's really going to alligator when she puts things in it. She doesn't mind. I wish I had put a closure. I wish I had done a ribbon closure. I think that would have been very pretty, but I didn't. All right, so on the front page, all I did, I let her pick out what she wanted on the front. She picked out this very gorgeous, busy paper. So I wanted to bring something in to ground it a little bit. So all I did was a simple square. I didn't even measure this. This was a scrap. And I used some stickers. This is from the paper. This is from the paper. This right here is my very well loved die set from Spellbinders. I love this die set. You get the shadow and the the actual number, and it is designed to where you can stitch or not stitch. If you see, I did not stitch here. However, in this album, I did stitch. If I had had gold, I probably would have stitched it in the gold, but I didn't have any, or I don't think I had any, and so I just didn't do it. And I'll be honest, I spent a lot of time on this album. This album took much longer because of the paper and designing it and just trying to get the flow of it. It was definitely different for me. So when you open it, I did go through on all the signatures and put the bind or the strip piece. This is at the end of your cardstock, and they were beautiful. I had to use them, and they fit perfectly right here. They're a 1/2 inch, and they fit perfectly on the gussets. That's the word. I did put a front pocket and a back pocket, and this is for her to put whatever she wants in it. And then every page is designed the same. So this is definitely a template or a cutting guide that you can do assembly style. Love that. So they have a flip and a flap. Don't have a flop. I just have a flip and a flap. So these are designed for 4x6 photos. They fit perfectly here. Maggie loves that. She don't have to measure. You know how I feel about that. If you're giving this to an album, if you're giving this as a gift to somebody who does not scrapbook, who does not craft, I'm telling you, if it's not designed with just 4x6 photos, 90% of the time they're going to set it down. They're not going to do anything with it. If you hand somebody a gift, that all you have to do is put the 4x6 photos in it, or 4x4, because now, like Walgreens, they print 4x4, which is perfect. And I think Walgreens does wallet size too. I'll have to check on that. But if you design an album or you give an album as a gift, it's real important to design it to where the user will use it. The recipient will actually use it. If you give them something that you're going to have to cut down to get them to work, they're not going to do it. So keep that in mind whenever you do a gift for people. It has the little thing to pull out for pictures, and then she just writes down whatever she wants. So this is from the paper. I just cut it out. Everyone has this. This is from the paper each month. I love that. And then the back. And then you flip this up. And you have another pocket and a place for a photo. So there's a lot of photo places here. You can do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could do photos on the back here. 6. 7. You could use this. 8. You could get anywhere from 8 to 10 photos easy in each month, which is perfect. 8 to 10 photos for a month is a really good month, just to highlight the month. So see how I tried to get the paper to go with the flow. This was hard for me to make it pleasing to the eye. I think it's pleasing to the eye now. I like it. So again, I used the same cardstock throughout every signature. This was in my stash and I wanted to use it. I started to go with black because on some pages the black would really pop, but on others it would not. Do you see how that black? So it had been black on black on black, and I didn't want to do that. So I went with this like turquoise blue. I don't know what color you call that. So here we go. Look at that paper, how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I did use the stickers to come back and do the pocket pages. And guys, I did something I never do, and I wanted to show you. Did I throw that away? Oh my goodness. I did. I don't have it. I used every one of the stickers. Guys, I do not do that. That is not my thing. We all know it. I'm not a sticker person. I don't know why. I really don't. But if I use stickers, I usually back them on thick cardstock or thin chipboard. It's I don't know why. Is anybody else like that? I mean, everybody loves stickers and they're gorgeous. Look at these stickers. They're beautiful. But it's hard for me. I don't know why that is. Anyway, I got the sticker sheet out, guys, and I used every single sticker in this book. Every single sticker. I was so proud of myself. So proud of myself. Look how pretty. Look how pretty this is. This graphic 45 paper, look at that. Oh, it's stunning. It's stunning. I see why people love it so much. And I have 2, 3 more collections of Graphic 45 that I've got through the years that I've not done anything with. Because when I got it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so busy. I don't know what to do with it. But now I feel a little bit more confident. Um, I see how the flow, I see how it goes together. And I think I'm going to get them out and use them. All right. Isn't this pretty? Look at this. Look at this bee. Love it. I love the tag. I love that every single tag is the month. Look at this. Blueberries, strawberries. Oh, it's so pretty. And I also love that it's not holiday oriented. I I love my holidays, don't get me wrong, but I really love the fact that this album is not holiday heavy. It's month heavy. Maybe a few seasonal things, what flowers are blooming that season, what fruits are blooming that season. Look at this one, how pretty. This was my favorite paper right here. Love this paper. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And right here you have your sunflowers. Sunflowers, September, of course. October. You have the owl. See, no pumpkins, no, anything like that. I love this. And this is what we used on the front cover as well. November, look, November had some leaves. It's very pretty though. So have that. And then December is a pine cone. Very simple. And then every single signature right here in the gusset I have. And what was so cool is I went to each month, and each month the paper, at the end of the paper, let me show you. Let me just pull one out. I think that would be beneficial. Let me just pull. Here we go. Okay. Let me show you this. So there's November, December, and then a pocket. Okay. And then there's the back. Let me show you. So this, you get 2 sheets each, right? So you get this sheet, and then the back is the color. So this is December. So that's where I cut out the December that is on right here. I cut it at 6 inches. So I used the flap. The flap is part of that paper, right? So I didn't waste it. So this whole section was used in the album. I cut off the little strip here on every single month, put them to the side, and used them on the coordinating month in the book, so I knew that it matched. See how pretty? And then you flip it over and you can use this on your matting of the pages, which is what I did. And I also brought in that other pack, the companion pack, which was this, to use with it. So there were some months that I actually didn't use the second sheet of all because of the companion pack. So there's several months that I actually have 3 sheets of this now. You could take 1 sheet and cut out everything in here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 easy cut apart sheets to use for titles and embellishments. They all have a saying, the giant pine tree grows from a tiny sprout. They all have the postage stamps here. They all have a circle embellishment here. So the design of every month is exactly the same. You have 2 strips. You have the top and the bottom. I will tell you, if you cut this off, this is 12 by 12. I think that is correct, right? Yes. So the 12 by 12 sheet includes this and this. So this is the strip you cut off to make the 12 by 12. And you can still do the way I did it. I cut this off and did the 6 by 6, and it worked beautifully as far as using up and cutting the paper and using it as much as you can out of 1 sheet of paper. So yeah, and that took me some time. I still have a lot of scraps, don't get me wrong, but I did utilize the paper very good, actually. I was very pleased with how I utilized the paper. All right. Oh, and These are from the embellishment, or the coordinating paper pack, the companion paper pack. You have 2 sheets, and each sheet has 2 of these each for each month. So you have 6 on one sheet and 6 on another. And that's how I got those. All right, I hope you like this video. I hope you like this share. Again, I will link below any of these products I can find. This is a collection from 2023, so if I can find it, I will. These dies, guys, love these dies. These dies are perfect. And I will link the videos of the previous years in the description below as well. And another thing is, we are going to be doing a mega album in March. I teased it and thought we were going to do it this month. Guys, this month has been crazy. Work has been crazy. It's just been rough. It's been rough. Ever since the wedding, playing catch up has been very hard. And I know I've not had a lot of process videos, and that's why. And I went to do process videos last week, but then I really needed to get her book done. So I decided to take a break from process videos and do this book. So now I'm going to be designing a book for us for March, and it's going to be a big one. We are going to do a big book, something I've never done on this channel. We've done a lot of mini albums, quick mini albums, smaller mini albums, not a lot of page mini albums that are already made that we've decorated. So we are going to do one from start to finish. We're going to do the binding. We're going to be doing the construction of the book. We're going to be doing the construction of the signatures. So I think I'm going to do, maybe an 8x10, maybe. Let's see, what size of this one? This one is 8 3/4 by 7 3/4. So what I'm going to try to do is break down a 12x12 sheet of paper and see what size album we should do to effectively use 12x12 and have as little scraps as we can. Because guys, I'm the scrap queen. I am. I don't care to have scraps. I really don't. And I don't care to throw scraps away. I'm not one of those people that has to hold on to every sheet of paper. My motto is let go. If you've got some slithers left, let it go. You don't have to keep it. But a lot of people love using every single piece of it. Like I used every single sticker, and I was so proud of. So we do have a lot of videos coming up. This week I'm going to have several unboxing videos because there's some things I want to show you that I think are worth showing you. And those will be coming up. So there's multi videos this week. All right, I think that's all. Remember, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like this, and leave me a comment. Are you a mini album maker? Do you like making these big Mac Daddy mini albums like I do? I love it. I love it. It's like a puzzle. You're putting it together. I love it. We're little paper engineers. So, all right, guys, I think that is it. You guys have a great day, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye.